So here we are, part two. So we understand our guide team, right? And we understand the way to communicate with them is to listen, to really listen. And how do we listen and dodge all of the static? That static comes from pre-programming from everyone who has been programmed, that is taught before us and to us, and bringing that all forth. And we think that's the software program that we're supposed to be operating on. So, I've talked about claiming your sovereignty, cutting those cords, releasing anything that you were pre-contracted to, and start from scratch between you, thyself, the bigger picture. How do you do that? Poof, go. Not so easy. Everything will take consciousness, and it'll take deliberate, conscientious thinking. Deliberate. So after you've claimed your sovereignty, and now you're beginning, you want to commune with your guides, and you want to find out what you should study, what you should listen to, what you should do, you got to tune into your vibrational chords, your vibrational notes, your vibrational instrument, which is your physical body and all of its bodies around that energetically. And that is, again, learning something new that's truly something old. It's just been deleted from your memory that you had this direct connection. So it takes a little time to play with that. It takes a little time to realize, what's plucking what chord? And then if it plucks that chord, what comes up? And what comes up, is it old information, and then I'm listening to it all brand new? Because that's what you want to do. You want to let the information filter through you as if it's brand new, but you're doing it with a higher state of consciousness, understanding that you are a complete symphony with many different instruments being played. There are many different notes of frequency and vibration being played within all of this. So you set your intention to listen to the information, to let it filter through a new vibrational chord, a new vibrational note. And some of it may feel a little bit unfamiliar, and it will create a lot of doubt and make you get scared and run, because you're going to want to come back to the comfort zone. That's what the ego will do to you. It'll say, come back to your comfort zone. You're not safe out there. That's the unknown. But it's up to you to go in through the portal of your heart into the soul, listen to that higher self and that guide team, and really allow your gut instincts, the brain of it all, right? So you're taking away from thinking here, and you're going into that instinctual, innate voice that's there. That's the God source spark. And then having the courage to step out on that note, that vibration, that chord, and having the faith and the trust and the knowing that it's going to work out just fine, and that's going to guide you to the courses, to the people, to workshops, to inner connection, inner exploration of thyself. And that requires deliberately setting time aside throughout the day for quiet time, and to reconnect to that source feeling. It could take 1 minute, it could take 20 minutes, it could take half an hour, whatever time frame you're allowing yourself to do it. You can take a longer time frame, and then throughout the day have little minute clinics, is what I call it. Your little minute clinic. I got to go in and just kind of, hands on, go through all of this. What am I thinking right now? What am I feeling? What's coming through? How am I processing it? Am I processing it with the old self and coming up with the same old responses, right? Or am I processing it on these divine musical notes within my instrument that is a symphony within itself that plays with the larger orchestra called the Universal Orchestra. Yeah. Now, it'll take a little time, and it's going to take a lot of reminders, but any good master is going to tell you it took a lot of skilling and honing in through practice and dedication. So you're dedicating yourself to use your heart and your soul portals. You're using the dedication to say, I need to stop, drop, sit, and connect with myself here. I need to breathe. I need to commune with my higher self, my homeroom parent. And my homeroom parent, again, changes and grows every time we change and grow because we're coming up to meet it at different levels. And then our guide teams interchange depending on what level you're on and what assistance is needed. And that is all in deliberations all the time when you come to a pivoting moment where you're about to do a switch and a flip. You're about to unplug from this and go plug into that. And when you're done with that power source, you're going to unplug that. You're going to go into another power source, which is, another way of saying you're hopping levels. You're on different platforms. You're in different areas of your life where the body, the energy body, all of it needs a different frequency to translate the information, to serve you for your highest good and for the highest good of the all, which is harmony and balance, right? And communing with all of your team. So let me see what else came through that I wrote. I think that's about it. That's about it, because you got to keep it simple. Right? I don't need to make long videos. They won't let me do it. Plus, if I get past a certain amount of time, I have to edit, and I don't even know how to do that yet because that's not what I'm being called to do. When I'm shown that, I can edit and do things, but for the most part, it's really the value of the energy of which is being transmitted through me to you to help spark you to practice being more in tune with the beautiful God source divine self, creator being that you are. And you don't have to follow all the other programs that have been hooked into you. You drop them, you cut them off, and then you remind yourself throughout the day, oh yeah, that's right, I'm not working with that program. I'm over here on this new program. All right, when the ego seeks and goes, come on, man, this feels more comfortable. You could just bypass this, go there. He's like, no, I'm going to connect with this breath, and I'm going to learn to master this new program because I want to get to the next program and the next program and the next program. And then see where that expands in everything, every aspect of your human life. And you'll begin to really sit back and take stock of everything. Because you don't want points that take you backwards. Where, bad habit that just flew out of my mouth, or that thought was in there that was a little judgmental, that was a little harsh. I didn't need to honk my horn that way today. I didn't need to zip by those people without smiling or allowing my whole energy to be like this invisible blanket of love that I'm just uplifting everybody with. Instead, I'm all about myself. Now that's when you it's really selfish. Just like when you go out into the woods and you dump your shiat out there thinking you're clearing and you've left it out there. No, please don't do that. Don't litter your shit. Okay? Just don't do it. That is what I call corruption and trespassing against other people's energy. It's like you're building this momentum, right, with this new way of thinking and this new stuff, and then all of a sudden you trip over stuff. And you're like, what? That wasn't even mine. Well, it was vibrating a little bit your way, and only to remind you that someone else just left their stuff there and you just tripped on it, which triggered a whole lot of mass confusion within yourself, brought up a whole lot of emotions. So you got to clean that up. So now what you want to do is you want to forward think before you have to do clean up on aisle 5, clean up on aisle 10, clean up in the basement, clean up in the attic. Brush the crap you just put off on somebody's shoulders. You know, you really, really, truly will. And you'll stay silent and stay more neutral, more detached from things. You'll think before you speak, because what you speak can be very similar to what you think, but you're using a different vocabulary and a different energetics through your vocals to let it out. And then how would that impact somebody in this now moment and moving forward? And if you are in that habit and you hiccup and vomit some crap out, you can't take it back. But you can do your best to neutralize it with loving forgiveness, apologies. Make it right. Make it right in that moment so you're not moving forward correcting all the wrongs into rights. Okay? So, again, I'm going to say ain't nobody got time for that. It just makes your road even more difficult. But at this time, when all these memories are coming up and things are shifting and flipping and switching and stuff, just let it go. Let it go. If something's calling for you to come into it, then come into it. Figure it out. Maybe there's a lesson in some of that memory. But ask your higher self and your guides, your guide team, to show me, like, hey, that's really kind of sticking with me. Could you show me what that was about? And just assume the deal. Trust that they're going to show you. You don't need to stand there and wait for an answer. It's coming. Because they could be talking and thinking right now, and they're letting you just kind of hang out. You don't need to hang out. Just go about your business. They're going to deliver the answers to you. And you need to let go of all the other programming and the cords and the contracts so you can really hear. You can really hear this time. You're getting all the distractions out of the way so you can hear. Let me know how you do with this. And if you need any assistance to help you to the next step or understand the step that you're on, it's what I do. And I do ask right now that every one of you, please hit subscribe, hit all the bell, and hit like. And by all means, leave me a message. I love hearing them. I like knowing that this is touching other people, or if you have a question. All right, my website will be in the description.